up, everybody. Stand proud and tall. One nation under God says it all. One nation under God says it all.
Good evening and welcome to ITW Radio. It is 11:20, 2 days before Thanksgiving. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we have on the show Problems in American Democracy. We have Mr. Gregg Williams, as always on Tuesday nights now. How you doing, Gregg?
Hello.
You getting ready for Thanksgiving? Okay, we have technical difficulty.
Lordy, lordy.
Bear with it a second, Gregg, and people in the audience.
There he is.
Sorry about that.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Barely. We're working on some things.
You just turned your headphones down.
Okay. For some reason, I can't hear you out of my headphones. But everybody else can apparently hear you, so just mouth it. I'm used to reading attorneys' lips.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I can't hear a thing.
You can't hear nothing?
I can't hear nothing.
How did you know what I said?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Okay, good.
You can hear me, we're all right.
Look, my coffee is not spiked. It is cold as a well digger's butt outside. For you people listening, the forecast the next few days, Saturday it's going to rain, and the rest of the time it's going to be cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. Good evening, Ann. Sean. So, we've got a bunch of stuff to talk about this week. So, what do you think about the, today had the judge, or yesterday actually, the judge blocked the Trump's asylum ban?
Yeah, I thought that was garbage. I think it'll get overruled. I think they really need to appeal that guy because that's a bogeyed up ruling. It's a political ruling, and there's really I don't see it. I just think it's bad law. I think that if they kick it up, obviously the president can do things like that. That's what he needs to do. So if they want to, make it a legal thing, see, this is what the Dems do right now. All they have is the judicial branch. Whatever they can get done in the House won't really matter, but the judicial branch is how they've legislated and governed for years. So this is an example of them trying to circumvent the president through the court system.
Yeah. Hey, let me stop you right there for a second. By the way, the people listening tonight, all your names that are listening tonight are going to go in for a drawing. And this is what you're going to get. I don't know how big it is. 4 quarts?
Pot.
Yeah. That'll be for me and Gregg and my staff and his staff for you guys for Thanksgiving. One of you will win it. So, okay. Back onto this other stuff. I was going to give it away the other night and I forgot to. So. Okay. Yeah, well, last year, 97,000 illegals claimed asylum in the United States, which is freaking unbelievable to me. Anyways, now they're talking about 5,000 there with 500 freaking gang members and stuff.
Obama wanted it that way. It's Obama's world of immigration. Where we live in a country with no borders, and what if we were just, all one big happy family, and we didn't have any borders, were no wars, and kumbaya.
Yeah, did you see where they stuck the razor wire up all over the place?
Yeah, it's a terrible thing. I'd hate to have to try to climb that and get caught up in that.
It'll cut a few of those guys. Most of them, they said, are just men. Hey,
there's too many. You know what, though? The sad part about all this is there's one lady that really deserves asylum, that poor lady in Pakistan, the Christian, the Catholic, who they locked up for 7 years in a dungeon, and then she never renounced her faith. And then Great Britain, England, oh man, where men are men and women are too, or vice versa, whatever they say about Great Britain. Well, they don't have enough courage to apparently take a Pakistani Christian. Apparently, if you want to go to Great Britain or England, you've got to be a Pakistani Muslim because they don't want any controversy. It's more examples of Christians getting hosed, throughout the world.
Yeah, well, I think it's a bunch of crap. I mean, all those people come up here, right? And they already know that Trump's not going to let them in. Now you got the mayor of Tijuana saying, oh, Trump was right, that, it's an invasion on Mexico. But yet their government let them through the south border. So now they're stuck with a problem there in Tijuana. And they were going to have.
I like that.
You like that?
That's what they get for letting them all in the southern border.
Yep, I agree. And now they said their supplies and stuff are starting to run out.
Excuse me while I flick my hair back. There you go. All right.
Hey,
go
mine's
ahead.
getting the same way. I've still got some up there. Won't be long. We'll both be completely bald.
Bald is beautiful.
Yeah. Who was the senator this week that was talking about, speaking of the immigrants, talking about comparing them to ICE? You got comparing ICE to the KKK?
It was that crazy white woman who goes around telling everybody she's an Indian. She
No.
wants to run for president.
No, it was,
the one that's 1% Indian?
yeah. We got a bunch.
She's an Indian,
We got a bunch of people. I don't know if you can see them. Greg telling us Happy Thanksgiving.
Do you want me to put up the comments?
Pocahontas.
No.
Was it Pocahontas?
No. It was not Kalinda.
Somebody even more bizarre than Pocahontas.
Yeah. But they said they're comparing the ICE. These are men and women that wake up every morning and they go out and risk their freaking lives defending our country and keeping. There's 500 illegals in with this clump that they know about. So they go out and risk their lives, and then they're going to try to compare them to the KKK. That's nuts.
One thing we can do to show our support for ICE is to get some technical people to develop a song in support of ICE that goes like this: Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. We love ICE. Go ICE. Yeah.
Let's see. Martha Smith wrote and used Dianne Feinstein's. Wait, scroll back down, Chris.
This is all the way down.
No, I mean up. I'm sorry. It says use Dianne Feinstein's nuclear option on the illegals. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving, Dave and Sue and Martha and Donna and Lisa and Daniel, Tammy, Linda, Angela, Martha, all you guys, Al's. I can't go out here and name them all off. We won't have a show. So what do you think about old Jim Acosta?
I think Jim Acosta is full of it.
Yeah, well, they gave him his hard pass back this week.
I know, but that's just temporary until he gets disqualified again.
Oh, yeah. Well, they came out with the new rules, Trump did.
Yeah.
But, as I've been a writer and reporter most of my life, and when you go into somebody else's house, you show them some respect. You don't go into somebody else's house. And Trump is not bound by the Constitution to even have press conferences.
I agree.
Period. He's more transparent and has more press conferences than any other president ever in history.
And that press conference when Acosta lost his marbles was a 90-minute presser too. He answered all kinds of questions.
Oh yeah,
he's phenomenal. He's truthful. A lot of people don't like him because he'll speak figuratively and they want to take it literally, or he'll throw out a metaphor. He loves language and he knows it well. And they all, CNN. Oh, it's literally. Oh, that fact check didn't come out. Someone needs to check the fact checkers over there. And there's just another channel, news channel, Uzi or something like that, or Newsy. Supposed to be some little like left of center news thing, and kind of nerdy. I don't know, but definitely a left of center tilt. They try to act like they're not, but they're definitely a little left of center. I personally prefer One America News, or I like Fox Business News, but I flip around and I do a little opposition research like most people, and I'll watch some CNN, and I'll watch some MSNBC or the mainstream media, and man, I tell you what, it's like the whole country's turned to Pravda. I mean, talk about propaganda in the mainstream media. It's terrible. CNN, man, they have lost it. They have lost their marbles. That guy, John Bezos, he's kind of a rough-looking guy. He has no regard for the truth.
No, none at all.
And something is up there.
Well, Costa's an idiot. I mean,
Yeah, he is an idiot.
like I said, you don't go into somebody else's house and disrespect them.
Hey, but he's CNN's idiot, and they can have him and do whatever they want to with him.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of.
The other CNN lady, no, who was it? No, what's it? Megan. Megan got run. Who fired Megan?
Fox fired her.
No, she left Fox.
Oh yeah. Who does she work for?
Was that NBC or ABC or it wasn't CNN? I don't think. Maybe it was CNN.
I don't know. I quit even watching her after she pulled it.
They ran her,
After she pulled that crap with Trump and stuff.
Yeah.
They're sitting there beating up on Trump. But I haven't heard CNN say one good thing about Trump. And I do the same thing as you do. I do opposition research. I watch all the news, AP, everything. And the Democrats, what's crazy to me is that Trump's in his cabinet.
You mean the media?
Yeah. Trump and his cabinet has.
Same, basically. It's sad to say.
Yeah, Trump and his cabinet has created over 4 million jobs. The P.A.D is going to go up over 3%, way over 3%. And but when I asked a couple of Democrat people that I know, I said, "Name me one good thing that Trump's done." Obamacare, really? I mean, that destroyed the insurance industry. But
he got rid of the. No, you're saying that one good thing that Obama did, or one good thing that Trump did?
no, Obama.
Yeah, I think you misspoke and said Trump. But yeah, Obama created Obamacare, and then Trump is trying to fix it.
Yep. I was just seeing what they were writing up here on the screen. But along with that, besides naming me, actually not just what Obama did, but what the Democrats have done lately. What's one good thing? And you know how I am, Greg. I'm as unbiased as they get.
Okay. When you say lately, how many years?
Since for the last 2 years.
2 years. Well, I can't think of any. Can you?
No. So I asked one of my buddies who's he's on one of the left-wing news sites. I asked him the other day to name me one thing that the Democrats have done that's good in the last 2 years. And he sat there and had to think about it. And he goes, you know what? I can't think of any.
I know. But you know what this election cycle proved? And the last time we were on was like election night, I think. And, we called Broward County out. And sure enough, they tried to screw the election. But fortunately, they weren't able to cheat their way through the election. But apparently, Rubio and Trump were right. They had to shine the light on that, or that crazy lady in Broward County would have manufactured even more votes. Something is definitely wrong in Broward County, and then, they need to clean that up. We don't need to keep having Broward County trying to create votes, And you know what? This is a big reason we should have picture ID for voting. You got to have a picture ID for everything else. And they say it's a suppression issue. No, it's about an identification issue. That idiot in Georgia that almost won the governor's race wanted people that weren't citizens to vote for. And if you have people like the Broward County supervisor of elections, what an idiot she is, she'd count the illegal votes. And there you go. There's a screwed up election. I want everybody to show a driver's license, or not, well, or a picture ID. It's not that hard. I mean, these guys don't even want to look at voter fraud. And it's out there.
Hey, I went in to stock some stuff in the bar the other day. It's at the studio. And, I don't drink. I might have one mixed drink a year or something, but I went in to stock it. And I went into, so it was a Dollar General store, right? So I went in to get a 6-pack of beer to stock the refrigerator with, or a 12-pack. And the woman ID'd me. Now, do I look like I'm under 18?
No, it's always a couple minutes. The older you get, the more fun it is to get carded.
But how in the hell are they going to card me for beer? Yet on the election, they don't have to show ID. But yet I had to show ID.
Yeah, really, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, Martha wrote, you can't even cash a check without a valid ID, which she's right.
I know. Yet they want people just to walk off the street, say they're Joe Blow and vote.
Yeah, hey, where are the Democrats at with all these illegals coming in anyways? By the way, somebody's writing that, saying something about, them standing at the border. But where are the Democrats at now? All I heard before they got here was it's just BS. There's not going to be that many immigrants, illegals, show up.
Well, I like how they're doing it, though, now. I mean, it's a good idea to keep them over on the Mexican side of the street,
Well, yeah, Trump is only allowing one port of entry, but now the judge says he has to open up all 12 of them.
Well, that's until they appeal it. They need to start appealing it. The Department of Justice has served our president poorly. They make the worst arguments. I think they're doing it deliberately. I mean, they have a bunch of incompetent people in the Department of Justice. I'm not talking about the Trump appointees except Rosenstein, who's he's got all kinds of conflicts. But they have not served the president well, and he's had 2 years of the worst Justice Department since I can't even recall the Justice Department being as bad as it is now.
What do you think about Whitaker?
It's getting better. They're trying to clean it up, but it was terrible.
What do you think about Whitaker?
I think Whitaker is a good man. I think he can get things done. I think he's got more integrity than Mueller and Rosenstein combined.
Well, according to the Democrats over there, they said that he should have to go to he should have to be nominated or set there by Congress and stuff, and put in the office by Congress before he can even go in as the active Attorney General right now. But
so that's just what they say. He's executive branch appointee, temporary appointee. It's done all the time. Been done for years and years and years and years. It's another BS loser argument by the BS loser policies of the BS loser Democrats.
Well, where in the hell was Chuck Schumer with Rosenstein and with Bob Mueller? Bob Mueller was appointed by who? Rosenstein.
Well, he was appointed. Yeah, but guess what? He wasn't approved by the Senate or anything.
He wasn't approved by Congress either.
Right. So the fact of the matter is the Mueller investigation is a colossal waste of money. It's very one-sided. It could have been a good investigation, but it was never meant to be an investigation on Russia collusion, because if it was, they would have indicted Hillary. They would have, all the evidence was the Democrats colluding with Russia. But no, they want a one-sided bias investigation, because guess what? If you didn't know it, you know it now. Democrats support corruption everywhere.
Well,
they are about corruption. You can't even function as a Democrat if you're not corrupt somehow. They want corruption. They want it to be favorable to their Democratic side because they're very Machiavellian. They don't care about how you get there. They only care about the end result, which is their radical agenda being shoved down the throat of law-abiding Americans everywhere.
Well, you got Chuck Schumer, too. And Chuck Schumer's out saying, oh, there needs to be more investigations, and now, their main goal is to go after Trump. But if they were unbiased about it, why in the hell haven't they still gone after Hillary, Strzok, and Page?
It's all
Or
a diversion. They went after Trump deliberately to take the heat off of the criminal element that was the Democratic Party. I mean, these guys are getting away with a lot of stuff. That uranium deal was terrible. Mueller's all over it. Rosenstein's all over it. Rosenstein signs an order sealing it all up, making it a lot harder for anybody to find out about it. The whole thing stunk to high heaven. They want a weak America. They want if the Democratic policies were ever enforced, they'd turn us all into Venezuela. They really would.
oh yeah, there's no doubt about it.
If it's free, it's for me. Give me a break. I don't got an Obama phone. I don't get much.
I want an Obama phone. Do you know if the Obama phones come with the big letters or not?
Did you get one?
No, hell no. I've got T-Mobile.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for those of us that don't qualify for Obama
phones. Since they're, quote, free, I want one, though. I mean, why not?
Well, if it was free, it's for me, but no, I guess not.
Can you imagine, if you just take socialism, right, and say, okay, we're going to give everybody in the United States, 333 million Americans, we're going to give them all cell phones and pay their bill. That would break the system right there, let alone college.
Because, see, the providers want the bills paid. As long as you're subsidizing somebody, those free phones, somebody is making money on that free phone deal. And it's you and me and the taxpayers that lose on that.
Oh, yeah, there ain't no doubt about that. Let's see, Sean Ditto's on. What is that? It's working? Okay. I don't know. I got people saying stuff on here. Anyways, hey, Sean Ditto's on. He's one of our, he's with a band. He's the lead singer of Richter 7.
Cool.
Yeah, that he's kick butt. I can't even believe he's listening to you, Greg.
Do they sound like Matchbox 20? Who do they sound like?
I don't know. He's got some. They play a lot of Southern style stuff, but he's got his own kick to it.
Good.
So, like, I don't know. He can play Skinnerd, or he can play some Molly Hatchet, or basically anything he wants to. I've heard him do a couple rap songs. Well, not really rap, but sort of along those lines. Anyways.
Well, we'll have to give him a listen to.
Yeah, so what are you doing for Thanksgiving? You going out of town?
I'm going to go to the wonderful county of St. Johns County in North Florida to my sister's to have a nice Thanksgiving with the family over there.
Okay.
So I'll be getting out of Duval and I'll be heading south to St. John's.
Are you eating a vegan turkey?
No, I'm eating a real turkey.
I've got to actually go get my son. He's a vegan. I have to go get him a vegan turkey.
Really?
I have a hard enough time cooking a regular turkey, let alone a freaking vegan turkey. Do you know anything about how to cook one?
I think what you do is you get a big old square of soy, and then you just bake it.
No, it's already packaged. I saw one the other day. It's already packaged. It has wings and legs on it, but it's all beans. Go figure.
How about that?
Beans and probably.
I guess that's a side effect of veganism is gas.
I don't know. All I know is I like my beef. I want steak, but I'm stuck eating turkey.
All right. I had a turkey sandwich for dinner tonight.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to you.
This is the time of year to stock up on turkeys.
Yeah.
America's national bird.
I
forgot. That's eagle.
I have to go.
Ben Franklin, if he had his way, it'd have been the turkey.
Oh, somebody wanted me to ask you a question. Let me see. They got a bunch of them on here, but let me go back to one. They were cracking up, and they asked if you knew about that old white woman.
That crazy old white woman. There's some crazy old white woman goes all over the country. Anybody that will listen to her, she'll say, "I'm an Indian. I'm an Indian. I'm 1% Indian. But you got Navajo from Mexico, but I'm American Indian."
She don't even have 1% in her. It's less
She's
than
gonna run
1%.
for president.
Yeah, they said she's less than the average white person.
Yeah. What's her name again? Pocahontas.
Yeah. Oh, Pocahontas. I get offended by that.
Hey, but you know who else? I'm glad you brought Pocahontas up because there is, it's hard to find someone even more out there than Pocahontas. But that Senator Gilbride, New York, they elect just about anybody. A common thief could become senator over there. I mean, Hillary Clinton. So in any event, the lady that replaced Clinton, man, she's terrible. It's Gilbride, whatever her name is. I mean, such a phoney.
Oh, man. One other thing while I'm thinking about it. Okay, Dr. Ben Carson, I love that guy to death. I would have voted for him as president. That's how much I like the guy. I mean, he's done all kinds of brain surgery. He's written books. There's a school named after him up around Chicago. Guess what they're doing?
They're going to change the name.
Yep, changing the freaking name because they said he's too far out there. Is what they said.
Really? Well, the libs are the ones that are too far out there. The Antifa are too far out there.
How the hell is Ben Carson too far out there, though? He's telling the kids that, be the best that you could be.
Stay out of trouble, to be the best you can be. Let me tell you something. He's probably saying, go work for a living. And that's a lot for a Democrat. They have a real hard time with that concept. Work.
Yep. Well, that's how bad it's gotten. Hoodow Northwest Place.
That's a foreign concept. They think everybody should sit around and collect a welfare check.
Yep. I read a thing a couple months ago that people on welfare. I read a thing on a lot of these people are saying, well, there's plenty of jobs out there now, but people aren't going and getting them. Well, I kind of understand why now because I read in a survey that was taken, and this was through the Census Department, that the people in New York that are on welfare make an average of $42 an hour. People in California are making $38 an hour. People in Florida, $19.75 an hour a day is what they bring in through the welfare system.
And that's why more Mexicans are going to California than Florida. Well, and let's keep it that way. I don't want to pay any more than $19 an hour for welfare. If we can get away with 19, good. Better than 40.
What are they going to get?
It is what it is. That's the Democrat way.
They're going to go out to California now, and all they're going to find is torched land and mudslides. You got all that rain moving in this weekend.
Well, maybe they can get to work. Maybe they can put them to work, I'm all about work visas and guest visas and all of that stuff. Let's just do it legally. Let's do it where it makes sense,
Amen, brother. They were beating up on Trump this week because he said something about California and, the way everything caught on fire. But California is to blame for a lot of that because they don't even allow trimming of branches unless you have a permit.
Stupid laws in California passed by stupid people, primarily of the Democratic Party, primarily so left-wing. They don't want to trim the forest for fear of the snail daughter becoming extinct or something ridiculous. I'm telling you, these guys, and now look, guess what? Whatever animals they were trying to save got burned to death because those people were too stupid to allow proper forest management, and everybody realizes that for years, the feds, you had 8 years of Obama running the Department of Interior. Remember, Obama's Interior Department polluted a beautiful river in Colorado through their own bureaucracy. They did it. They pushed a button and poisoned the whole body of water. And that's what the Dems tend to do. They're They're incompetent in management of forest. We all want to protect nature. We all want to, make sure that there's leopards and lions and and mountain lions and bears and wolves and all of that. But you have to be smart about it. You got to manage. As a matter of fact, it goes back at the beginning of time. I mean, man has always is meant to manage the environment that we're passing through and pass it on to the next generation.
Well, we have a kick-ass forestry department, in the state of Florida.
Much better. We're light years ahead of California.
And our firefighters. I mean, I see them doing control burns all the time. How I get the things that come up on my site and we put them up. Tammy puts them up on the Putman Way all the time of the control burns. If California did that, but no, this tree hugging left wingers out there won't do it. And like you said, now it's burned up all their things.
The sad part is there was some study done. They won't even let you cut down dead wood. Dead trees couldn't even be removed, which is more fire material. And it's so sad because people being burned alive. Those Santa Ana winds, you get 100 mile an hour, 80 mile an hour wind blowing a hot fire down the road. It's a disaster.
Yeah, 80-something people cooked to death, basically, or died of smoke inhalation.
Probably a lot more than that. They don't even know.
Well, there's still how many missing? How many was it? 1,000 people plus missing still. Yeah, and who's to blame for that?
Well, you got to go to Jerry Brown.
Yeah, the California.
The 4-term governor, 5-term governor of California.
Yep.
Look, there's just too many libs. The problem with California is there's not enough Republicans to keep the Democrats in line.
Well, yeah. Well, I wonder where now that California is a sanctuary state, and all these immigrants are trying to get into California now.
Yeah.
Somebody might want to tell them the damn place is burned down because they're standing there waiting to get into there.
There's plenty of work there. They need to hire them all and start rebuilding that state.
Yeah, well, we got enough Americans that want to do it as well.
Right. Well, yeah, the Mexicans need to go through some sort of guest worker program.
Yeah, but,
we ought to have a very aggressive guest worker program. But in the meantime, hey, those that are here that aren't in the process of being deported, I encourage them to work and to make America great again.
I wonder if Trump's the one that set the fire out there. I'm sure he's got to get blamed for it.
I'm sure they believe him. CNN might report that. But, it's going to be neat seeing the Democrats in the House try to vote on anything. I don't think they can agree amongst themselves on anything.
They're not.
New representatives, leadership, or the majority.
But, I never thought I would hear Nancy Pelosi say it, but the Democrats came out, Chuck Schumer and them, and said that they've got over 400 investigations they want to do on Trump before he ever got in office. Okay? Well, if they ever start investigating him and the Democrats, that's another thing. But Nancy Pelosi said today that if the Mueller thing comes out and it says there's no collusion or anything, it's best just to drop it. And she's saying...
You know why? Because Pelosi might need some Republicans to vote for her, so then we can point out about how bad she is in 2 years.
I hope she gets in. I mean, I need somebody to make jokes at.
We need Pelosi in there because as liberal as she is, she's not as crazy as most of them. They're even more liberal than she is. They don't think she's liberal enough. There's a lot of messed up Democrats.
Yeah, Libby Jean just joined in, and Sharon Bryson. I was just saying who joined in. There was a couple more people that just got clicked on the site and is listening. So I got to make sure we do our shout outs to them. If we don't, they get very angry.
What else we got?
I don't know. What do you got?
Well,
it's your show on Tuesday nights.
The new thing in politics now is to not accept the election results.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, but I'm really glad that Dracula, somebody put a stake in Dracula and Bill Nelson is gone.
Yeah.
Senator Nelson, no more.
Did you hear what all the Hollywood actresses and actors are coming out saying now about Georgia? That they're going to cut Georgia off and not do any more filming there because it wasn't right what happened. That the people got their choice in Georgia, and basically the people of Georgia are too damn stupid, so don't even film in their thing.
Let me just say this about that. Hey, to the media elite and the Hollywood elite, go pack stand up your behind. Nobody cares what you think.
Yep. Well,
you're
what?
Not there because you're smart. You're there because of whatever talent that you may have.
Well, take the population of Georgia. Okay, if everybody in Georgia and in the South, as they say, we're all a bunch of dumb hicks down here.
I just can't believe that Abrams got as many votes as she got for being a socialist.
Oh, I'm telling you. But what would happen if everybody in Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee, the southern states, say from Georgia down and over, if they quit buying movie tickets, or if they quit watching Netflix shows, I wonder how they would like it. Because they said that, what is her name? The young girl that I saw during the Kavanaugh hearings that was sitting behind him. Melissa Milano. Melissa Milano was saying that, what about it? Oh, okay. Melissa Milano was saying that, people in Georgia live in a fantasy land. What the hell is she doing? All she does is live in a fantasy land for a living.
Yeah, how about that? I don't take any of them too serious. Doesn't really matter what they think. What really matters is what the people think. And we've got the greatest president for the people since Andrew Jackson. And, there's a lot of parallels between Andrew Jackson and Donald Trump. When Andrew Jackson was president, the press was merciless on him and his wife. And frankly, CNN is absolutely classless when it comes to the First Lady. I mean, she is the finest First Lady since Jackie O. And they don't want to give her any credit. And you know what? CNN's turned into The View. The hell with CNN.
I thought you loved Morning Joe.
Funny boys they got reading the news over there.
I thought you loved Morning Joe.
Morning Joe, boy, they really fell off the deep end.
Morning Joe's an idiot. Angela put.
All I know is that he and his co-host sleep together. That's all I know.
Angela wrote in and said, play in your movies and entertain me and shut the heck up. Apparently she doesn't like what's going on in the movie industry either.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, I do like Matthew McCauley. And one of my favorite movies was The Lincoln Lawyer. Go figure.
Well, what about the creepy porn lawyer now?
Wow. You know what? There's a blonde that I saw on TV. I don't think it was his wife. I don't know. Who's the lady that's accusing him of that?
I don't know.
Must have been that blonde.
Yeah, they didn't name her yet from what I saw.
I wonder if she works in the adult entertainment industry.
She might. I can't believe him and like Al Sharpton and the rest of them. They know that they evaded taxes for millions and millions. Why in the hell aren't they sitting in jail?
Al Sharpton got a pass from Obama. They got some sort of good old boy thing where if you're crooked enough and you're a Democrat, they'll overlook it. Take, for instance, Hillary Clinton.
Oh, I heard on one of the stations today that...
Or the whole Obama cabinet. I mean, come on.
I heard on one of the stations... I heard on one of the news stations today that Trump is talking about them reopening the investigation into Hillary and Comey.
They ought to.
As soon as the Mueller investigation.
I mean, if Mueller was doing a real job, he'd have looked into all of it. But he's not doing a real job. they brought in a bunch of hitmen and trying to take the president down. But you know what? The more they put this guy down, the tougher he is. And the best part about it is Trump didn't need the money. He didn't need the headache. The guy genuinely wanted to make America great again, and he's done a lot in that regard. And I do expect a December rally in the stock market. I'm going to call it right now. I think we're having a little bit of a correction, but it'll probably bounce back before the end of the year. Now, I would like the Federal Reserve to slow down on these interest rate hikes. Why do you want to screw the economy? We're just starting to get it rolling, and you guys keep trying to put it out. I mean, you know, it's almost like it's deliberate. You know, you give Obama a free pass on interest rates for 8 years for his whacked out regulatory state, and then you want to jack up the interest rates to make up for lost time and hurt our economy. And Trump's got this economy where it needs to be, and it could really shine if we just had some stability on our monetary policy.
Oh yeah, look at fuel, for example. Gas has dropped a quarter in the last week. Even though the stock market, I know you're not happy about it. We were talking earlier today watching the stock market, and it dropped 553.
Yeah, it'll come back. It goes up, it goes down.
Oh, okay. One of our airline stewardess on Southwest. Yeah, Southwest. Kathy up out of, not sure where she's living now, New York or she moved to the Carolinas. Hello, Kathy.
Well, she probably flies all over the country and lives wherever she wants to live on them.
Yeah, pretty much. I think she lives in North Carolina now with her daughter, but she was living up in New York. She's probably figured it's time to get the hell out of there. Did you see the snow they're getting?
Well, no, but I heard it's going to be cold.
Yeah, it's going to be cold down here this weekend, even colder where you're at.
Good. Hey, big football game this weekend. Florida State. Florida State actually won a football game.
No,
now we have confidence.
No. The big game this weekend is Alabama and Auburn.
That's for those that really care about Alabama and Auburn. No, actually, that is a good game. But the Florida State-Florida game it's a phenomenal game. What a robbery it is. To be honest, I think it's almost as good as the Alabama-Auburn robbery. I mean, maybe only because Alabama and Auburn. But I'll tell you, when it comes to a ferocious robbery, it is a ferocious robbery, Florida State, Florida.
Angela wrote in and said, Greg, what do you think of Michelle Obama's comment about Melania Trump not contacting her for advice for First Lady?
I think that Melania Trump is wise in her years. Why would you want to contact a lady that wanted to take good food from school children? Why would you want to contact a lady that wanted to take good food away from school children and feed them food they wouldn't eat and call that progress?
Yep, that shut a few businesses down. Sean said, go Gators. Yeah, I like the Gators, too. I have to because I'm in Gator freaking country here.
Gators are going to win. You know, I'm just saying that Florida State has a chance. And I think that if we play a good game, we can win. We'll see.
I'm going to have to give the Gators.
One good game the whole year. You know, so we don't know, you know.
I'm going to have to
Maybe by the end of the year, we're actually playing our best football.
I'm going to have to give the Gators 2 up on Florida State.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, I don't know what the line is. It should be a good game. I can see Florida State surprising some people. We come to play, look out. We come to play with our A game. Woo, look out.
I don't know. All I know is in 2 weeks, Alabama's going to take Georgia for the SEC championship again.
I think it's going to be Alabama-Clemson for all the marbles.
Yeah, probably.
But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Alabama didn't look too good against Citadel last week.
Yeah. Well, they got big heads on them before the halftime. After the halftime, they came back, and hell, they had their second and third string in. during the last half of the game. They just beat them down. But yeah, their heads were getting too big. I hope they don't play that crap with Auburn this week.
Yeah, Auburn would love to upset you. I mean, they're going to be ready to play, but Auburn just couldn't quite get it done this year. But Auburn, we'll see. I like Gus Malzahn. I think he's a good coach, so we'll see what happens to them. All right, let's see what else is going on politically with Trump. Anything else we need to cover while we're covering it? We got a good governor coming in. We got Republican senators. We're going to have the Mississippi senator. She should be winning her election pretty soon. 53 votes in the Senate. That's going to be good.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people writing in about the fires and stuff.
Oh, the fires are terrible. It's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're going to get a lot of rain this weekend. I just hate to see that kind of loss of life from mismanagement. I mean, yes, things happen, but they don't have to be as bad. I mean, we can be proactive as people. And another thing, maybe we shouldn't be building so much in areas like the coast and these edges of mountains. I mean, even when I go to Atlanta, I'm amazed how they can build a home on the side of a hill. But yet they do that all the time out west. And, it's amazing they don't, it's amazing how they can, A, do it, but B, how sometimes these mudslides will wipe them out.
Well, first of all, California, Florida, we have the best firefighters and Department of Forestry and our volunteer firefighters. They go out and they do these controlled burns so that we don't have, like it was 12, 15 years ago, where we have massive fires. Now they do controlled burns.
Correct.
Look at the vegetation per square mile in Florida versus California. It's not too far off.
No, we are much more competent here in our land management, than they are in California. But part of that is because the Dems run everything, and you've got built-in layers of corruption. There's just corruption all through the government of California, and I can say that because that's conjecture based on fact. Wherever you have a high regulatory state, the more regulatory regulations, the more regulatory the state, the more corruption is endemic in that state.
Yeah. Angela wrote, "Amen, Greg, leave the mountains, hills, and the ocean views free of construction. Leave it all natural. You build there, then you pay the price, not the taxpayers." I got to agree on that. Especially if you move into a place that's not being managed right.
Even when you go to I like to go on A1A and coast or right there on some of these roads that are right on the ocean front, and there's millions and millions of dollars, and that real estate's so valuable. And then when a hurricane destroys it, they want us, the taxpayers, to pay for it. I don't know if that's such a great idea. Why do we keep building where they keep losing the thing? I love oceanfront property, don't get me wrong. And as long as it's there, let's take advantage of it. But, we need to be a little smarter about, where we're building stuff,
I agree with that. I mean, people are stupid. Okay, if you're going to build on the beach, you're going to get a hurricane, tsunamis, whatever's going to hit, rogue waves. If you build in California...
You can pay for it yourself, and that's a whole other thing.
If you build in California and you're paying 100 times the price of what they are for real estate here, and it's not controlled, and you put your house in the middle of a freaking kindling box, or if you live in Tornado Alley, that's something I've never got in my freaking life. How in the hell do you live where tornadoes come through a couple of times a year, all year long? And, I didn't think it would ever hit here. Why not? It's hitting there 5 times already. And they built the house in the same exact spot where 2 or 3 of them had gone through. You must have had some long cases today.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. Yeah.
Either that or I'm boring the hell out of you.
But they can build just about anywhere, But hey, if you're going to build stuff, the Japanese, they build earthquake-proof stuff. They've got it pretty smart how when they're building, I mean, they really build it to be strong. And there was that one hotel in Panama City that stood. or not PC, wherever it was, or the house in that one Mexico Beach that did not get destroyed because it was built to withstand a Category 5. So it costs more money to build them, but hey, if they're going to survive, that may be the way to go.
Look at the ones in Paradise, California, where it just burned up. I was looking at the pictures today of it. There's like
Oh, man, it's
two
like
pockets. There's two pockets down at the very end. They were the houses that were built last. They were built to fire code, and they were built to code. There's 10 or 15 houses still standing there that didn't get touched.
Wow.
And it wasn't, a lot of it had to do with the firefighters getting there and trying to put them out, but they had already been in Paradise pretty much the whole time. But there's like 10 of them that didn't get burned up. So I started checking out and pulling deeds and stuff like that and construction permits from those areas. Turns out those were all built to fire code. They were the last houses built in there, and they didn't get torched.
Yeah. Hey, well, I did feel bad to hear that Miley Cyrus lost her house.
Yeah.
All the money she made sitting on that torpedo or whatever that thing was she was sitting on, singing that song.
Yeah, like she doesn't have 5 or 6 other houses to go live into,
Yeah, a lot of celebrities lost their homes over there in California.
I'm sure Billy Ray will be calling me now, bitching at me.
Yeah,
Talk about my daughter.
No, I like Miley. Don't get me wrong. I like her music too, but her politics. She's a little left of center. I don't know why you got to be so left. I guess they think it's cool. It's cool to say everything is free.
Let's see. Somebody, Martha wrote in, what about singer Pink's husband threatens to shoot looters? I have no problem with that, but they want to ban guns. That's true. I was watching the NR.
Can you even buy? I think you can still buy guns in California. Don't they have gun stores in California?
I don't think so. Not anymore.
I wonder if they loot the gun stores. There's a riot and they loot. The looters go and they loot the gun stores.
No. Angela wrote, laugh out loud, Greg. She was on Wrecking Ball.
Oh, yeah, Wrecking Ball. That's it. Yeah. Wrecking Ball. She's a great Wrecking Ball.
Is that the one where she twerks?
I don't know, but I like her twerking. That's an interesting thing, twerking. I think she's, she's a talent and she's provocative, which is what she wants to be. My family grew up with her when she was in Disney. So she kind of got a little wild there. We've all been through that wild stage. Matter of fact, they wrote a song about Miley Cyrus, and they called it Wild Thing.
I don't know. I thought I saw a crackhead over at one of the parks in Putnam County twerking, but it turned out he was farting. He's jerking back and forth.
Oh, that's funny.
Fritz wrote, yeah, millennial children.
If you really want to see something that'll rock your world, go to YouTube and then search twerking, and they'll show all the twerkers. They got thousands of people twerking.
Yeah. Let's see. What did
Productive.
Let's scroll it down.
Spend your day.
Angela wrote in, says, look, those people in Malibu are Dems. I'm sorry for their loss, but they can afford it, and regular people can't. Those are the ones I feel bad for. I got to agree with her on that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's the working class Dems who are getting screwed. There's a very rich, elite Democrat, and they're the ones that want to tell everybody what to do, how far to jump, where to live, and how many guns they can have. We don't like those people.
Yep. Nope. Definitely not.
They're also known as CNN correspondents.
Yep. Well, we have run out of time, Greg. I got 3 minutes. Anything you want to say?
I just wanted to say that CNN sucks.
CNN sucks. Okay. That's your last word for tonight. I'll take it. You going to be back on next Tuesday night?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Okay. All right, brother. We'll see you then. Have a good Thanksgiving.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
I heard that.
I bet.
See Batman standing up behind me? Well, drums are covering him up now, but I'll get him out here. You got your Barney 5. I got my Batman.
You do make a good Batman, too, by the way.
Batman. All right. Well, we'll see you on Tuesday night, Greg. You have a good Thanksgiving, bud.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. That was Greg Williams. He's an attorney out of Jacksonville. You guys can look. His ad strolls through. Well, actually, we're getting ready to bring it up. But if you guys need some good representation, he'll represent anything but murder cases. So you guys can give him a call. He's up in Jacksonville at 904-358-8180. Okay. You guys got about 20 seconds left, and then Tammy is going to spin the randomizer, which list all your comments. They go into this cool little program. Or who's doing it? Okay. Never mind. We have it already here. Never mind, Tammy. It's already up. So we'll know in like 2 minutes. So you guys have, well, actually, you only have about a minute left. And then we're going to announce it. I want to thank you guys for listening tonight. And have a good Thanksgiving. You guys, but be safe. Some of you are going to be drinking. Don't drive. There's plenty of cab companies that offer free driving right now or free towing you around. And you can catch us on, let's see, YouTube, on IITW Radio. You can catch us on IITWradio.com, Facebook, IITW Radio. I think there's Twitter, Spotify, all that stuff. You can go to the Putman Way if you want to get the latest in news, not only locally but nationally. And Tammy takes care of that. Check out her page, A Zen Lemon Tree. And she's going to be having a show coming up here pretty soon. She's got a few more tests to get out. Huh?
Drawing's up.
Okay, the drawing's up. Who won?
By one. It was Vicky, Gregg, Deweese. I have to pronounce that right.
Vicky Denise?
Deweese.
Oh, wait. Deweese. Okay, I see it now.
Do you want me to put the comments on so she can see?
No, just leave them down.
Let her know. I don't know if she can hear me, but I'm gonna message her.
That might
Okay, she's going to send you.
I'm gonna send her a message.
She's going to send Vicky a message. Vicky's the one that won the crock pot tonight. Congratulations. You'll need to give us a call. Marie's going to send you over the information via Facebook, I guess. Is that right? Cool beans. All right, well, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you back here. We're not going to have a show tomorrow night because of it being Thanksgiving Eve. So we will see you guys back here on Friday night for what's pissing me off. And thank you to all of our sponsors. Make sure you stay tuned at the end of the thing and watch the sponsors. There's some great people. Keep your business local, as Amanda from Palaka Cinema would say. Hashtag, wait, there it is. Keep it local.
There is no show tonight or tomorrow night.
There's no show tomorrow night, no. No, everybody's going to be getting their turkeys ready, and I got to get mine ready because all my kids are coming over. And let's see. We're going to be giving away a bunch more stuff here coming up in the next week, in the next few weeks. And we're going to be giving a lot away during the Christmas time. So you guys are going to need to see that. And that's cool. You guys are congratulating, who was it? Vicky. Yeah, you guys are congratulating, and that's cool as all get out. Sean, thank you. Have a good turkey day as well. And dude, brother, you need to get some more music in here. Let me know. We need to put on a concert. Call me because I've got some stuff. There's a guy coming to town. I want you to meet a couple of them from up in Georgia and Nashville. We're going to be announcing those concert dates for you guys. They will be just for the listeners on IITW Radio and the Putman Way. So seating is going to be limited. If you want to get your tickets and not pay anything, you just keep watching the Putman Way or listening to IITW Radio. Okay, we got to get out of here. You guys have a good evening, a good Thanksgiving, and we'll see you back here on Friday night with what's pissing me off. We got some crazy stinking news this week coming up. You guys are not going to believe it. Well, I don't got to go home, but I got to get the heck out of here. You guys have a good Thanksgiving. Oh, and this is Calvin, Austin Neal. Calvin O opened the show with One Nation Under God. And Brothers in Arm by Austin Neal. You guys listen to this song, it's kick butt.
Spinning all day under your covers. Oh, those days have come and went. But girl, I knew there was no other. For all the times that you and me had, it didn't matter good or bad. Now I wish I can get them back. Come on, rain, rain, bring back those memories. Rain, rain, just one for you and me. When I see those clouds moving, you know what I'll be thinking. Come on, rain. Come on, rain. The night we met, it was raining outside. You were walking down the beach all by